On Saturday, February 18th, North Korea has conducted a test of an intercontinental ballistic missile. This is the second known test this year after January 1 test. It is said that the missile was Hwasong-15. It was fired at a high angle and reached a maximum altitude of about 5,770 kilometers and flew a distance of about 990 kilometers for 67 minutes before accurately hitting a preset area in the waters between the Korean peninsula and Japan. Let me also explain what an intercontinental ballistic missile is. ICBM stands for Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, which is a type of missile that is designed to be launched from one continent and reach a target on another continent. North Korea's ICBM program first began in the 1980s, but it has made significant progress in recent years. The country has tested several different types of ICBMs, including the Hwasong-14, Hwasong-15 and Hwasong-17 that can cover a distance of more than 15,000 kilometers. And this is not North Korea's claims, these claims are made by United States and Japan. The Hwasong-14 was first tested in July 2017 and is believed to be capable of reaching the North American continent, while the Hwasong-15 was tested in November 2017 and it is believed to have an even longer range, and Hwasong-17 was tested in 2020. And then, as you know, North Korea has developed their own nuclear weapons. The country conducted its first nuclear test in 2006 and it has since conducted several additional tests, including the most powerful nuclear test in September 2017. So the development of nuclear weapons and then successful testing of these kind of long-range delivery systems has actually made United States and its allies in the region, that is South Korea and Japan, even more worried. Furthermore, these ICBMs are capable of carrying 3 or 4 warheads. Otherwise, the usual payload for an ICBM is for 1 warhead. Now imagine an ICBM that has 3 or more warheads attached to it. It is going to be very hard for any country to defend itself. If you look at the nuclear weapons of North Korea, it is on another level. And that is why in return, South Korea and United States has conducted a short notice air drill involving American F-16s and B-1 bombers flying alongside South Korean F-35As and F-15Ks. Now if you look at this formation, F-35A is a stealth fighter jet. And if at all stealth fighter jets are flying in this formation, then it means they want to be seen. That means it is basically a show of force against North Korea's ICBM test. Now, the United States conducts military drills near the Korean peninsula for several reasons. One of the primary reasons is to demonstrate the United States' commitment to its allies in this region, that is South Korea and Japan, and to deter aggression from North Korea. Apart from supporting the allies, these military exercises also set a narrative which is part of United States' broader strategic interest in the Asia-Pacific region. And then, as you know, currently North Korea has numerous sanctions imposed by the Western countries, which includes G7 countries and European Union. The West, primarily United States, has imposed these sanctions in response to North Korea's nuclear and missile program, then human rights abuses and other illegal activities. Now, one thing that you must realize is that sanctions are only good if they are effectively monitored. By looking at North Korea's missile tests, one can easily say that the Western sanctions are not turning out to be effective. Now, an interesting point is that even North Korea is aware of United States tactics. That is why North Korea from time to time fires a missile just to create some sort of panic among countries in this region. And then automatically you see that United States, South Korea and even Japan, they start conducting military drills, which works both as a preparation and as a response. But then if you see, even the former US President Donald Trump has said that these kind of joint military drills turn out to be very expensive and provocative. If you see, that is true. Maintaining a military presence in the Korean peninsula is a significant expense for the United States. According to a report by the Congressional Research Service, the US spent around $3.3 billion on military construction and other expenses in South Korea in 2019 alone. This does not include the cost of personnel, equipment, and other ongoing expenses. Now, even North Korea is aware of this significant military presence as well as expenditure of the United States in the Korean peninsula. So what the North Korean government does is, it uses this as a reason to convince its own people regarding United States' ill intentions and aggressive military activities. So overall, if you see, United States uses a range of diplomatic, economic and military measures to control North Korea. And on the other hand, North Korea's strategy is to be on front foot while maintaining uncertainty. I'll give you a few examples of North Korea's offensive strategy. Number 1. Developing nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles, despite having numerous sanctions, is a clear short example of we don't give a damn attitude. Number 2. North Korea has conducted several missile tests, including tests of ICBMs that could potentially reach the United States. Number 3. North Korea has also engaged in cyber attacks and other illicit activities, such as counterfeiting of US currency in order to undermine the United States and its allies. Now you will notice that there are some similarities between North Korea and Iran. Both the countries have expressed a desire for greater independence from United States influence and have engaged in aggressive rhetoric towards the United States. I have a video on North Korea. I'll put the link of that video in the top right corner. Watch that video and you will understand a little more in detail about North Korea and United States interests. So if you have time, watch it. I hope you found this video informative. Thank you for watching it.